Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by H&R Block. Folks, it is tax season. Use the folks I use, H&R Block. Been using them for years. If you want to make sure that you get your taxes done right, that you get the most money back, just so you have somebody to work with in case you're one of those random folks that gets audited, H&R Block, they're the folks to deal with. They have offices all over East Tennessee. Check them out, hrblock.com, hrblock.com. All right, SEC tournament bracket. This is just Tennessee's side of the bracket. Wednesday night, South Carolina and Ole Miss, the 11 and 14 seed, they started out. The little 2-0 beside each of that's Tennessee's record against these teams. So Tennessee 2-0 against both those teams. They move on, get the winner of, or that winner gets Arkansas. Tennessee, of course, lost to Arkansas in the SEC opener in overtime in Fayetteville. That'll be Thursday night, and also LSU Mississippi State play. Then you've got Tennessee playing the winner of LSU Mississippi State, and Florida will get the winner of Arkansas, South Carolina, Ole Miss, all of that group. The only team there on that side of the bracket that beat Tennessee this year was Arkansas. And again, overtime on their floor, and you had 15 guys foul out. You got a pretty good draw, and the best thing about it is Georgia is not anywhere to be seen. Gentlemen, good matchups, bad matchups for the Vols up there, in your opinion?
Well, I think first off, just trying to get to Saturday, trying to make sure you don't get upset in that first game. I think Tennessee's in a great position. I thought this past week Tennessee was going to have a really tough time going to Mississippi State. And early in the game, I thought, okay, it might play out that way. And then Tennessee was the aggressor and punked Mississippi State the final 20 to 30 minutes of the game. So Mississippi State or LSU, I think Tennessee will be fine there. Florida, if it can get shots to fall with Chiozza at point guard, if you play the Gators, that can be scary with a veteran guard in postseason play. We always talk about that. But in terms of the draw, as deep as the league has been, there's no easy route to the championship game. I think Tennessee's in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, when you look at all the other teams outside of Florida, I think we have the better side of the bracket compared to Auburn.
Let's put that back up there if we could.
But I think Florida. I think they're starting to figure some stuff out. Chiozza scares me. But outside of those teams, I think Arkansas, just because they're the type of team, if they're making shots, they get the ball going up and down. They decide to defend a little bit. They're a team that can beat Tennessee. But I like our opponents in that side to the left. I'd rather have a Kentucky team that I'd face in the semifinals as opposed to a Florida team.
So you don't believe in the hard to beat a team 3 times in the same year?
No, I just like the fact that we talked about guard play. Yeah. I don't think Kentucky is really evolving. Alexander's grown. But I think Florida is a tougher matchup for us.
Next week, Mark, you're going to be right back with us. Josh will be here too, I think, next week. It's going to be our NCAA Selection Sunday show. And back in the days when you were over there coaching, these were my favorite shows. Because there were years where we've correctly projected exactly who they would play. We'd give you a list of good matchups, the bad matchups, and so many times that turned out to be correct, especially when it was the Bruce Pearl system. And you could look and say, ooh, they're slow tempo. This won't be a good matchup. That's next week, and we're going to blow it out for you. We're going to have so much information, your eyes are going to pop out of your heads. That doesn't sound like a draw, but still, you should do it. Just contact your ophthalmologist and ask how you should watch. But next Sunday, we'll be doing a lot of NCAA tournament projections and predictions for you. And Mark, we appreciate you being with us today. We look forward to doing it with you next week. It's a fun one to talk about.
Absolutely.
All right, good deal. Josh, we'll see you in overtime.
Okay, sounds good.
When we come back, Holly Warlick, contract's down to 13 months. Is she about to face some job security issues? Come on back.